WDAF, Kansas City.
The sterilization of a mentally retarded teenager approved by St. Louis County Circuit Court Judge Robert Hoster is to be appealed to the Missouri Supreme Court. The lawyer for the teenager contends the order denies equal protection to the young girl and says the court cannot create a class for a sterilization operation without some standards first being set down. Missouri Congressman Jerry Litton announced today the sale of the Litton Showplace Ranch at Chillicothe and placing the money in a blind trust. St. Louis County attorney has sued Trans World Airlines for more than $500,000 because the airline canceled a nonstop flight that he is scheduled to take last November. Attorney Ronald Lending of Creve Coeur filed a suit today in U.S. District Court. He wants the settlement for mental anguish and physical exhaustion caused by the change in schedules. 11 o'clock.
News of the hour on the hour from American Information Radio. This is Richard Wall from Los Angeles, and at this hour, the rain continues to pour down here in Los Angeles, and forecasters say another storm is on the way. 4 days of heavy rain have caused mudslides on Pacific Coast Highway and flooded streets in many areas of Southern California. And the storm in the form of snow has marooned thousands in Southern California mountain regions and trapped people in more than 300 cars and trucks on Interstate 5 near Gorman, about 50 miles north of Los Angeles. In the community of Santa Clarita Valley, Sheriff Sergeant Bill Violet tells us,
we are removing at the present time anybody who is having a physical problem, ill, anything of this nature. We'll remove small children to either our substation in Gorman or to one of the nearby ranches until such a time as they can be cared for by relatives.
Violet says the Sheriff's Department is using 6 four-wheel drive rescue units. Violet says the highway should be cleared of deep snow about 4 hours from now. It's the second time since Friday Interstate 5 has been closed north of Los Angeles by snow. Progress on the impeachment investigation. That story coming up.
It's a tremendous factor in a person's life. I discovered that myself when I went to school.
The Metropolitan Opera's Richard Tucker speaks on music in our schools.
I think life without music is a wasted life. We would just be put in the class of a computer, getting up in the morning, going to sleep at night, doing other work during the day, and it becomes a very dull life. I think that any person who has a love of something and an understanding, I think is not only richer culturally, but their life is much fuller. Don't you think?
Music belongs in the life of your children. Support music in your schools.
A message from the Music Educators National Conference.
The House Judiciary Committee's chief counsel, John Doerr, has briefed committee members on preliminary stages of the investigation of possible grounds to impeach President Nixon. Later, Doerr told reporters on Capitol Hill,
the lawyers are busy collecting facts and evidence that have been established and collected by other agencies and other investigative bodies and matters that are of general importance and significance to our investigation.
Doerr said the impeachment investigation is not using any material from the Senate Watergate Committee so far. The New York Times quotes Britain's Prime Minister Edward Heath as saying he's ready to continue the 3-day week till spring rather than give in to pay demands by British coal miners. The government reports 885,000 unemployed British workers. One inmate is dead and another wounded after holding 3 women hostage during an escape attempt at Ohio's Junction City Treatment Center for mentally disturbed prisoners. At the center, Superintendent Miller Makey told us,
we're not sure that this was related to anything, but we do have a situation here in Ohio where a large number of men were told by a court decision that they had to serve more time before they can see the parole board than the schedule that had been used for a number of years.
Makey said all the inmates are back in their cells now. Law enforcement officers broke into the Junction City facility 12 miles from Lancaster, Ohio, and shot the 2 prisoners. The hostages were not hurt. The Federal Energy Office has demanded information on fuel stockpiles from railroads, trucking firms, and oil companies. An official says the office wants to check out rumors of fuel hoarding. UPI quotes oil industry sources in London as saying the Arab oil embargo may be lifted next month. This is Information Radio News.
From the Kurt Murray Sports Desk, the National Football League San Diego Chargers say they have picked a new head coach, but they won't say who it is until tomorrow. Ron Waller was named interim coach following the resignation of Harlan Savary during the season. The Memphis Tams and Utah Stars have made a 4-player trade in the American Basketball Association. Johnny Newman goes to the Stars for veteran Glenn Combs, sophomore pro Mike Jackson, and rookie Ronnie Robinson. It's reported in the San Francisco Examiner that there may be a major realignment of American Basketball Association franchises next season. According to the account, the Virginia Squires might be sold and transferred to the San Francisco area. The San Diego Conquistadors would move to Los Angeles, and the Memphis Tams would be moved to the Chicago area. And Indiana Senator Birch Bayh has come up with a defense of sorts for the Indianapolis 500-mile auto race. In response to talk that the race should be banned in a move to conserve fuel, Bayh says that should happen only if other major events such as the World Series and the Super Bowl also are banned. Bayh says more fuel is used taking spectators to and from Indianapolis Speedway than is consumed by cars in the race. Now the weather forecast for Kansas City: mostly cloudy tonight, tomorrow, and tomorrow night, with a chance of light snow tomorrow night and Wednesday. The low tonight 5 to 10, high tomorrow in the low 20s. At this moment, under cloudy skies, it's 12 degrees.